have done as a nation a remarkable job in making a digital ecosystem in which the ideas which I have came up with can thrive. So for example, Digital India has done a, very good job in creating, say, common services center where we have got over 3 lakhs of them across India, and then it will be doubled very soon. We have got digital locker, we have got Jeevan Praman, and so
So
many
on
more.
National Digital Literacy Mission, I got the opportunity of work on those missions and realize that what if we can, develop a simple platform where people are contributing in terms of, posting a job. And when you post a job, basically you are looking for certain kind of, competencies, or some people call skills, knowledge, a combination of all those things. And then we came up with an idea of standardizing those things, but without disturbing the way you post a job. So you post a job and we do a lot of hard work behind the scenes. And at the same time, when you create a profile, so suppose, every job portal asks you to create a profile, that your name, number, mobile, and so on. We do the same thing, but in the background, we do, millions of calculations you can say to predict what sort of job will be good for you, and how your skill set, intention, location, expectation.
Like you might have visited a lot of malls, you meet a people, like Marks Spencer, Shoppers Stop, lots of shops, especially the foreign brands who have got, good way of presenting stuff, and they are looking for slightly more skilled people as compared to the mom and pop shop you visit. So it requires certain level of, competencies before you can deliver that thing. So we try to, understand that thing, and came up with an idea that how those job requirements from the competency perspective can be matched with the person who has just done 12th or has done, say, arts degree, but may not be able to speak in English properly, but no problem. Not every job, and that was a huge misconception where people were thinking that English is required for those kind of job. Actually not. You can do the same, good job in your vernacular language. So that we have identified, and, we have been successful in placing quite few hundred people over there. And similar thing we are doing with the banking sector. So overall, sir, I think it's an initiative from us, and we want to move and help these people who have done 10 plus 2, want to, want to do a job for 1 or 2 years and then want to go back and do their graduation, or you have done a simple graduation, want to do say, a couple of years, 2 or 3 years and there, here and there, and then do further studies. So all sort of things would be taken care of by this platform. Not everything is there now. However, the entry level jobs for retail sector and banking sector, we are there.
So I'd like to ask you one small thing that after coming here, I came to know about this road to Naukri.com. But before, because I've seen the paper and thinking there's a Naukri.com something about their technology, and they will say that you give me the biodata and then your details, resume and all, and backend that software will try algorithm and try to see matchmaking, like, matrimonial type something. So they will see what area you are having education, what area you are having the experience, knowledge, skills and all. They will match and then catch the employer and bring you forth and connect it. So road to Naukri.com, it's a new portal that you have created that one, and you are using that. So basically the thing is that this particular portal and similar maybe some maybe also is there. So only thing that the popular one that which are having lots of quality values and they should be known to the public. That is the one thing I want to mention. So with that, and this CSC is available and present in every state and UT. So I think that can be, if you can interface with them, so they will know, people will know more and more through CSCs.
Yeah, absolutely. Common services centers, CSCs or Jan Seva Kendras are, very good initiative from the government, and it is working as I have already mentioned. I want to, help these village level entrepreneurs and make them, skill assessors and recruiters using road2naukri.com's training. So suppose if there is a village and you have got say 100 and say a few hundred people who are looking for jobs. So this village level entrepreneur using our training can be enabled to understand who is a good carpenter, who can be a good mason, or who can be a, do that next level course in English, or become a retail specialist, or become a banker, and so on, using assisted technology from road2naukri.com. So a common service, and all these services we are offering for free because we get money from our employers. So we do not charge anything from the person who is applying for a job, unlike other portals. So the idea here is a person comes to a village level entrepreneur who is equipped enough how to make that profile, and then everything will be connected with a digital locker. Your high school certificate, inter certificate, birth certificate can be, taken. So basically you can do the whole eKYC, know your customer thing, and that thing is very good for employers. So once a VLE has done with those steps, and suppose that person gets a job via road2naukri.com, then we are developing a mechanism to share our revenue with that person. And another innovative thing which we have done in this portal, unlike any other job portal, is women empowerment. So when I say women empowerment, it means that women professionals who are quite competent, have experience, have done all the education, but unfortunately due to personal commitments, some family commitments, they are not able to work full time. They can register on our portal, follow our standard processes. We are very, very, careful about our standardization. So follow our standard process and become a job advisor or a recruiter for the person who is looking for job. So this particular thing is helping us to help, every person, because we cannot scale all those things. We cannot do all those things ourselves. So we are trying to, rely on others who have got the competency and the time and the intention. So we are paying them to help, people who are looking for job, either in sort of maybe minimum grooming is required, or some etiquette training is required, or some support, how to prepare for an interview. So that thing is, I'm sure, will help people in realizing their dreams.
Okay, one small query, like the person who knows about road2naukri.com, they will certainly they will put who is having little bit IT knowledge and all, they will put their biodata. Besides that, what you do, those who are not doing like this, those who are coming, fine, but rest, what are your steps if you want to reach, suppose some unskilled person, or 8 pass, 10 pass, 12 pass, means what are your steps? What you do with them to come up to your platform and take?
Yeah, that's a very important question. What we are trying to do in terms of reaching out to people who are looking for job. I mean, we are all sitting here thinking that unemployment is not my problem. I am employed. But the thing is, maybe you are not interested in unemployment, but unemployment is interested in you. It will affect you, your life in one way or another. So it's a very serious thing. The way we are reaching out initially is we are doing outreach campaigns, going to villages, putting our camps, the traditional manner that, okay, this is something called road2naukri.com, where you can come and, follow the steps and realize your dreams. The other stuff we are doing is reaching out to people digitally. So when I say digitally means we run, campaigns via training institutes and colleges. For example, I was in Goa, and interestingly, so far I have only visited Goa for, holiday purposes, but this time I have visited just to get an idea about how Goa is doing from education perspective, because we were recruiting for a top bank in Goa. We got that, mandate. And I realized there are a lot of talented people. There is other side of Goa as well. There are a lot of good English-speaking graduates. There are good Konkani-speaking graduates. They are smart. and they want to do something. And fortunately, understanding that kind of, a capacity, talented resources, we got the idea that, there might be other hidden treasures in India, and maybe across India. So India is huge. Um, in terms of reaching out either, digitally or in terms of, going and doing outreach campaigns, we are doing it. But I'm sure with the help of this, Digital India Common Services Center network, we may be able to reach out to every village and every nook and corner. So that's the idea, and that was the proposition why I'm thinking about doing it. But the way we are, taking out students from the training institute, a small training institute which is doing English training, or a small training institute who is doing a small, welding shop. Everything is important as a big engineering college. So we are doing that as well.
So you have any training component also involved?
Yes, I think I'll tell you our model very simply. We go to employers and we understand what type of skills and competencies are required. And based on those competencies, we try to do our intervention, which means skill intervention, skill development intervention. So we try not to use the standard thing, say, okay, this curriculum is only for, say, 6 months. No, if the job is only requiring you to be at this level, and that can be done in, say, a week, so we just do that week's training with the help of our partner training institute.
But in that also, if you can adopt this level 1, level 2 NSQF,
Yes, and yeah,
so that will be a add-on thing. If you
that's a
if
very
you,
good
if,
idea,
if
sir.
you touch that,
yeah, yeah.
and there will be certification also, and little bit certification cost also may be involved in that. And so one is this NSQF L1, L2 something, and the second is whenever you road to Naukri.com, wherever you are reaching physically, so that kind of calendar is available. So
Okay,
so
yeah.
people will be, they will advance, they will plan and they can go.
No, that's a very good idea, and I will definitely take this thing up and discuss with my team. That's a very good idea.
And one more thing, in every skills or employment, first employer sees soft skills. This ministry has funded a project long time back, and where the employment was 20% and 80% was jobless.
Okay.
When we implement one project, in that soft skill was the key. So soft skill training was given to the engineering students, and the case was reversed. 80% were employable and 20% were, So this soft skill component is very important. If you can touch this especially, then this itself will give a boost to, in terms of numbers for getting jobs.
No, yeah, I totally agree with that. Last week I was in Middle East, because there's a lot of requirements coming from, say, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia or Dubai, all the GCC countries. And when I met those people, largely they are looking for exactly what you have mentioned, apart from, we Indians are very hard working. This is known worldwide. So they love people from India, starting jobs from, say, housekeeping to the CEOs, and everything in between. There's a lot of Indians working over there. And the employers did mention exactly the same thing, that if the person is sort of having some grooming and some, etiquette and some awareness about what happens outside India, because, a lot of people, most of the people who are living in villages, they might have, boarded the plane first time. They might have landed to a new country first time. Big change for them, big change. They are leaving their families behind, maybe young kid, or, they're just married and leaving everything. So it's a big change for them. If we understand all these things and couple with the soft skill stuff, and provide that mental and emotional support, I think then they can become even better. So, they are really good, but they can become even better. And we can be, at the level of, where people are coming from, say, Philippines. You're going to a 5-star hotel. and a check-in agent, largely they prefer people who are from Philippines, not India. Why? Indians can stand much longer. They are more skilled, they're more, hardworking, etc., etc. But the problem is, talking to people, because the way our education system works, we are a bit afraid. We are not open up. We somehow don't have that kind of confidence. It takes maybe, when I graduated, I boarded the plane first time. It was very difficult for me. The thing is, if we can, put those things.
Yeah, I'll just supplement in this. We have under Section 25 company, NILIT, National Institute of Electronics and IT. It's a, it is with ministry. So this society offering 200 plus courses, IT and electronics. And they themselves or our discussions, they are offering soft skill as a add-on component to each and every course to the students. And it is giving confidence and job placement faster than before because of this add-on component of soft skill. So in every sector, the soft skill is standard capsule, maybe 5 days, 10 days, maybe 10 hours, 5 hours, 2 days. So depends what kind of sector you are addressing or what capsule you have to give. But it is must and necessary. So that is need, if you can incorporate that will be nice, and how to get into it in practically training point of view, that you can make a try. So that is number one. Number two is we are as a implementing one scheme called National Digital Literacy Mission, and one is the Digital Saksharta, Disha we call it, Digital Saksharta Abhiyan. So under this we have 82 lakhs people have been trained in urban and rural India. So making them digitally literate, so to say. So they will be able to on computer, they can work something, they can do internet surfing and download and apply for some forms, some government services. So you can touch those who are digitally literate. So that will be a ready-made, pull to upgrade further and put them in this and reskilling little bit in soft skill and some more if they required interfacing with sector skill council. So, but basically the information should reach about this website.
Yeah, I think that is very important. Thank you, sir. That we need to find methods of, expanding our reach, and we are trying our best to do that thing. Coming back to the soft skill thing, there's I request everyone, whoever is listening to this thing, that, for soft skills, maybe, you should not be waiting for a formal training, try to help people around you who are not able to speak, who are not able to present, just try to help those people in achieving those little things. Whenever you go and talk to those drivers in Uber or Ola, they are getting better and better. Just last year when I met a lot of drivers here, they are at certain stage, but now, I just came using Uber, the quality is improving because I do those sort of things a lot. So I think the society as a whole is helping, learning, but this is the onus on people who know these things. They should be, helping, doing whatever they can, no matter how little it is, just telling others how to write an email or how to write an, SMS. We forward WhatsApp mindlessly, everyone does that thing. But if we can have, use those sort of platform in telling few bits and pieces, everything helps. The employers love these kind of things. There was a story of a person who was looking for a job, and one of our job advisor has said, all right, just go and dress up properly and you will be in. So he was thinking, अरे ऐसे कैसे हो जाएगा? Just अगर हम कपड़े पहन के जाएंगे तो ऐसा ही बस यही हो जाता है क्या? Okay, yes. It is that simple. And क्या कि फिर इंग्लिश अंग्रेजी वो लोग बोलने की सोचते हैं तो अंग्रेजी तो हम नहीं बोल पाएंगे. क्या देखो सॉरी, थैंक यू, हेलो, हाउ आर यू बोलना अंग्रेजी नहीं होता है. अगर आपको 1 घंटे का समय दिया जाए तो आप ये सारे वर्ड चाइनीज में भी बोल सकते हैं. It's just that you don't do that stuff and get confused with the English learning. Actually, it is not English learning. It's a basic stuff. which is a way of saying thank you, या आप चलो धन्यवाद ही कह दो. Just very, very simple stuff, and he got that, job. So the problem is not that difficult. Maybe just half day of intervention. I call it intervention. I don't call it training, because training में लगता है कि एक teacher होगा और 10 लोग सुन रहे होंगे. It should be more like, discussion oriented thing कि भाई तुम क्यों नहीं बोल पा रहे हो? क्या तुम्हें क्या प्रॉब्लम है? या आपको आता नहीं है, या आपको लगता है कि दूसरा क्या सोचेगा आप बोल रहे हो? तो there's a lot of inhibitions. अगर वो एक बार भी दूर हो जाती है, and then people open up. So yeah.
इसमें एक point और है. Like this is everything is on English. Do you have any language interface besides English?
Yeah,
in
at
your-
the moment, sir, we do not have any other language at the moment, but our technology supports any language, and we are looking for people, who are good content writers to start with. We have got a big project in Maharashtra recently. So we are looking for, to do some of those stuff in Marathi, interestingly, and then as we get those sort of, employers, the technology works, but it's the content thing where I will be needing support. And I am working with local language experts, not the translators, because I don't want translation. I want local people who can communicate in a very simple manner, like you and I are communicating. So that thing we definitely want
This
to do.
portal should be able to change its profile,
Yeah,
like
can,
Hindi,
yeah.
Gujarati, or any
yes,
other.
yes,
So
yes,
that will be
absolutely.
because everybody doesn't know English.
No,
and
absolutely, and there's no problem.
And you have the base, English speaking are very less. And you are touching the small sectors.
Yes, yes.
है ना?
Like, we have done a very small assessment cum learning course called नौकरी की इंटरव्यू की तैयारी करें. अब इंटरव्यू की तैयारी करें में ये होता है कि इंटरव्यू में क्या पहन के जाएं. टी शर्ट पहन के जाएं, या आप शर्ट प्रॉपर पहन के जाएं, या कौन से जूते पहन के जाएं, कितने टाइम पे जाएं, वहां जाके कैसे बैठे हैं. तो हमने कई सारी फोटोज लगा रखी हैं कि भाई इंटरव्यू में ऐसे बैठे हैं, या इंटरव्यू में ऐसे बैठे हैं, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग काउंट्स. तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज तो अब कहें कि हम बॉडी लैंग्वेज का कोर्स कराएंगे तो वो नहीं समझेंगे, पर जब हम फोटो से देते हैं तो पीपल रिस्पॉन्ड. तो वो कोर्स हमने हिंदी में किया हुआ है.
This is part of soft skill.
जी जी.
Yeah. So what you have done so far? Can you please elaborate in a few words?
Yeah, so we have got, more than 30 top employers on our board. They are recruiting from us for the last 3 months. This company is almost 9 months old so far, and we have processed over 50,000 people, and 400 people have already got selected via us. Now the idea is the model and everything is working, and we are getting more requirements as we can process, which is a good problem for us. We are a fully funded organization, so funding is not a problem. And we are at the juncture of recruiting a lot of people ourselves. We have recently opened our Pune office. So this is how we are progressing, step by step, and trying to help as much as we can. So road to Naukri एक नौकरी पाने का रास्ता है.
Yeah. So with this good initiatives of roadtonaukri.com, I think I thank you, Mr. Amit Srivastava. So he has shared his story, and I wish that roadtonaukri.com should get more popular, and people should will apply and get a good job as per their skills and experience. And I wish a good success to you, and make use of digital platform as
Yes, sure.
as much as you can, because country is too big, population also very large. So जितना भी करोगे कम ही है. Thank you so much.
नहीं, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.